Ron, you want,
Go ahead, Curt. You can.
Big win for us tonight. Proud of that group. They brought to the table as players some adjustments that they wanted to make from Game 1 to Game 2. We fed off of their confidence and belief to make some subtle adjustments that worked for us tonight, but ultimately at the offensive end, playing through JJ, a concerted effort to play through JJ, and while still putting Courtney and Alyssa Thomas in actions, really allowed us to have a really efficient and productive offensive night, and then withstood the run by Washington at the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter and got to the finish line. Emma, was just fantastic. Hawkins was a difference maker for them. Obviously, you don't take the MVP out of a lineup for 37 minutes and aren't affected, but what that champion Washington team still was able to do is a credit to Mike, is a credit to their players, and it was a fantastic game, and we're really excited to going home with a split.
We'll open the floor to questions. Curt, third row to your left.
Hi, Curt. Howard Magdal with High Post Hoops. Obviously, so much of the conversation was about finding Jonquel early and just, to get the career high 24 shots. How much of that is game plan? How much of that is just momentum as she was obviously finding success?
Yeah, I don't think we were shy, Howard, of talking about we had to play through J.J. Moore. Was that going to be shots? But at least touches. And it started right from the beginning. We got her shots in the first quarter. And then as we've talked, sometimes her shot attempts are misleading when she can't get on the offensive glass. Washington does a good job of keeping her off the offensive glass of anyone in the league. Over the 4 games we played this year, she averaged barely not more than 1 point something offensive rebound. Her high for the year against them was 3 offensive rebounds. So she went and created a lot of her own offense even when we weren't playing through her. And that was just huge for us for second opportunities.
Next question. Curt, last row to your left.
Hi, Coach. Ava Wallace from the Washington Post. Obviously, Deladon goes down early in the first quarter. How does that affect the game? And do you have to say anything to your team at that point in terms of stay calm or anything like that?
We did not address that. But we've had situations before like this when great players have gone down in games. And there's a real tendency to relax. There's a tendency to say, oh, maybe things are going to be easier. So we've had this happen in the past, and this is the benefit of having a core group that's been together for 4 years, is that we didn't have to address it. We have such great respect for Tiana. We have such great respect for Emma. And what Christy Tolliver, I coached Christy Tolliver in my first year in the league. And I know what, as a leader, and what she can do and put teams on her back herself. So we didn't need to address anything. We know how talented they are. A credit to, Deladon's health this year and her well-documented strength addition. And but this franchise has played stretches without her before. So, we knew that we weren't going to get an easy break just because she was out.
Curt, third row center.
Matt Ellentug, SB Nation. Curt, this series is 80 minutes long, and Alyssa Thomas has played for all 80 of those minutes. What is it about her that you feel you can't take her off the court with what she gives?
Yeah, she was a warrior. I hugged her as she walked into the locker room. I said, I am going to take you out at some point. But she just is so important to us. Defensively, she anchors our defense. I mean, I'll say this to my dying days. I don't think there's a better defender in the league, a tougher defender in the league, and she anchors what we want to do. And then offensively, she's such an extra facilitator, and then keeps us in attack mode. So it's just really, really hard to take her out, and she's going to gut it out. And people reminded me this week of my college days, and I had a Bowling Green team that went to the Sweet 16, and we rode our point guard 7 straight games, 40 minutes each. And I told AT at least she won't have to play 7 straight games at 40 minutes each. But eventually I'm going to have to take her out, but it's hard to.
Anyone else? Curt, third row to your left.
Curt, just on the thought process that you went through with Jonquel, when she got the fourth foul, when she got the fifth foul, in terms of leaving her in, taking her out, and anything you may have said to her during those times as well.
Yeah, we decided not to start her in the fourth quarter by an extra minute or two. We knew we weren't going to do that very long. The harder one was, do you give her a minute blow? Do you give her 90 seconds when she picks up her fifth? But we decided to roll with it. We thought it was a crucial point. Could we separate? She hit a big three to take it from 6 to 9. That really gave us some breathing room and be able to really spread out and guard. And at that point, know if you make them go by twos, they have to have a lot of possession. So the harder decision was when she had 5 than when she had 4.
Curt, last question.
Curt, you talked
standing
after the
to
last
left.
game about maybe you rode the starters a little too long, maybe need to use the bench more. Was that a point of emphasis tonight, or more, circumstances dictated it?
Yeah, I thought we needed to early. And again, I thought Bria Holmes was fantastic off the bench. She'll beat herself up on the breakaway layup, but she was really, really good. At halftime, that position between Strickland's efficiency in her minutes and Bria's efficiency in the first half really gave us a spark in that first half. We asked different things of them defensively. That was an adjustment. And their efficiency offensively at halftime in that position was fantastic. So really excited about that. But we also needed to get Morgan back in there. We needed to, get Rachel into the championship series, and we're confident with them. So we did that early, and then we knew as they made that run at us in the third quarter to start the fourth quarter that we were going to have to ride some minutes of our starters again. But the bench was very important for us tonight. And, look at their bench production, incredible.
Curt, thank you.
Thank
to our
you.
media, if you'll stay seated.